Happy day, YouTube. So, Josie, what did you do today? What did I do? Oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh, I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, there it is. Oh, I can see myself. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm talking to myself. I like to talk to myself. It's kind of what I do. That's what I did today. No, actually, no. What did I do today? I did interval training, strength training, pumping up the muscles, and endorphins. We did some punches, some kicks, and push ups, and I probably did about 85 push ups. I don't know. Then I did some hot yoga on my balcony, which was epic. Epic. Seems like I train for the first 3 hours of every day, and then I run errands and hang out with homeless folk. And yesterday, what happened yesterday? I ran into this new homeless person. He's brand new homeless. And what's weird about it is I actually met him over a year ago wandering. I met him when he wasn't homeless, but now he's homeless. And and I hang out with these homeless people and I talk to them and I get to know them and I try to give them my 2 cents on life and just thoughts that I have on their situations and maybe things that I can help, because I can't really help financially. I don't have any money, man. I can go fruit a homeless person, which I do occasionally, but I don't have any money. But this particular person was a recovered alcoholic when he wasn't homeless, and now he's become an alcoholic again. And and so I was so maybe I'm using my psych degree a little bit. I was trying to help him a little bit, just giving him my thoughts on his situation. So when you're struggling with an addiction, which I have some experience struggling with an addiction, I had a severe addiction to tranquilizers, to benzos, for about 8 years. It took me about 2 years to get off of them. They're so addictive, and that's how I coped with my anxiety issues and depression and chronic pain and health issues, was by taking pharmaceuticals. And it wasn't enough to know that I needed to stop, and it wasn't enough to want to stop. I was that addicted. It was like, and I was trying to explain this to this person yesterday. It's like, in his situation, he's so down and out that he's gone back to his old coping mechanisms of drinking alcohol. And I was trying to explain to him that you need to quit. I don't have to tell you you need to quit. What you have to find, though, is something to replace it. Because it's not enough to know you need to stop. For me, what allowed me to get off the benzos, I was extreme, and I was not only addicted to them, I abused them. What was enough to get me off of those was replacing that addiction with exercise, specifically yoga. And that is the only thing that got me off of those. If I hadn't had that outlet, I'd probably still be a junkie and probably be even worse. And so thank the universe that I managed to get off of those. So if you're struggling with an addiction, try to think of it in terms of trying to replace it with something else that's going to benefit you and bring you closer to the person that you want to be. Because no one wants to be addicted to something that's extremely self-destructive and unhealthy. They just end up in that situation. Nobody wants to be a junkie. No one wants to be an alcoholic. They just end up in that situation due to circumstances. Just like this guy, he was never homeless before, but now he's in these circumstances that have brought him back to old habits, and it breaks my heart. And and he was sitting there, he's like, I've had my eyes open. He says, I didn't realize how many homeless people there are in this town. It brings me to tears. He says, there's so many people homeless. They're not allowed to sleep in the parks. You know, it's like they get kicked out of the parks. They move the shelter way outside of town. It's like, and in my mind, I'm sitting here going, what do? Do they bum money to take a bus out to the shelter? I mean, and I think they did that on purpose to get homeless population out of downtown. But in my mind, it's a little sad because that's the only place where they can bum money out of, you know, the kindness of strangers. And it is really sad. But so now that I'm done with my training for today, I guess I'm gonna go say hi to my homeless folk and look for a pair of sandals at the shoe store, because my sandals are falling apart. They're falling apart. Oh, hopefully they have a cheap pair, because I don't like to spend money. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. Live a life of passion and purpose. Om Namah Shivaya.